Thanks, Chairman. I appreciate it. I'm delighted to have all these terrific witnesses here. I want to thank, first of all, you, Chairman, for your leadership on the Magnitsky Act. That's a Cardin project initially, particularly with John McCain, our dear and common friend. And I also want to thank Senator Wicker, who had to step out for a moment, who's my co-sponsor in the asset seizure for Ukrainian Reconstruction Act, which would strengthen, Ms. Green, the U.S. government response to these sanctions opportunities, and also allow the value of those assets, those seized assets, to go to help Ukraine. I'm also working on finding a Republican co-sponsor for the Enablers Act to do, as you have suggested, go after the securities funds, the art dealers, the real estate folks, everybody who helps these people hide assets, whether it's yachts or jets or Lamborghinis or Matisses, wherever it is. We want to make sure that there's transparency and we can hunt out their ill-gotten gains. So if anybody wants to find a Republican senator to join in that, I'd be delighted to have your help. It seems pretty straightforward. I wanted to ask about enforcement. It's a great thing to have sanctions. It's another great thing to have a sanctions enforcement environment in which the U.S. is dynamic, is operating adaptively, aggressively, at high op tempo, and is moving with alacrity even where the evidence is not complete, where there is a sufficiency of evidence to know that it is a oligarch's yacht. We ought to go grab the damn thing, even if we haven't pressed through the Cypriot account and the Cayman Islands Trust, or held the South Dakota Trust, through which all of the obscuring is done. We want to be able to make sure that the operation that the Biden administration is standing up can and will run on whistleblower evidence, on intel out of DNI. For a long time, state had a sanctions office, and DOJ had what it itself called its Kleptocracy initiative within the asset forfeiture division. Treasury has always had FinCEN. We want to see those combined, working in real time, as if this was an ongoing game in which when you find a piece of information, you can move that day on it and not have everything go into the slow bin of careful analysis and to be done later, and not suffer death by interagency process, which is one of the worst fates that can befall an initiative in the United States government. We want to see the DNI actively supporting this effort by providing ownership intel to it to support the decisions to go and seize things. We want to make sure the Department of Defense can assure a safe operating environment for the seizure in a foreign country for the folks who are going to go and actually grab it. And as I said, I can't wait to see police tape around mansions in Belgrave. I can't wait to see police tape around penthouses in Miami. We got one yacht, which on the one hand is a cause for celebration, a first ever, bravo, Biden administration. On the other hand, really? This is the first time we've managed to seize an oligarch's yacht in all the time we've known about this? So a huge step up in performance at the operations level is necessary, again, with the same kind of op-tempo and drive that you see the military bringing to a combat environment. We've all been to combat environments in Afghanistan and Iraq. We've seen the rooms with the television screens all over the walls that are in real time tracking the activities that are taking place in that combat environment to make sure there is deconfliction, to make sure that things are coordinated and happening effectively. That's the spirit that needs to come to this. And I hope, Ms. Green, you'll take that message back to the department and encourage them to continue stepping up their game. This is part of another Biden first, the Democracy Initiative, which for the first time recognized the national security threat to our country of this whole wretched, rotten, dark economy that supports essentially all of the institutionalized evil in the world and crime and terrorism, and we support that institutional architecture. We've got to withdraw support for it. It is a national security imperative. Thank you.
Thank you. Next time we'll have you down at the, we always, Senator Whitehouse has been an incredible, inspirational leader. We have caucuses on a weekly basis, and he has been motivating our caucus in this area for a long time. And I think a lot of the action you've seen in Congress and in the administration has been motivated by Senator Whitehouse. So good work.